Hey, TikTok, YouTube, all you internet folks. Clue Man here. So, maybe y'all can help me out. Um, Trying to figure out what level of mental illness a person would have to buy in to some of the conspiracies that the right wing propaganda, right wing media, fake news media keeps pushing. I lived in North Idaho for a while, and I definitely knew people who were preppers and conspiracy theorists. They believed in contrails. The jets are flying overhead. The government's burning up chemicals to make us sick. And it's like, well, we do live just east of the Spokane International Airport, and planes are taking off there all day long, heading to Chicago and New York and Denver. And so, yeah, there's going to be crisscrossing contrails of jet fuel exhaust that will fall to the ground. And I suppose if you're breathing those particulates, you could get sick. I don't think I don't think the government's intentionally doing any of that shit, but no, they seem to fall fall into or buy into every conspiracy theory that comes up over there in North Idaho. And I think in general, your right wing, Retrumplican, maggot type people tend to believe those conspiracies. But how straight up mentally ill do you need to be to believe that there's some kind of deep state democratic um, lizard people that live under pizza parlors, QAnon, you know, uh, thing that's going on where Hillary Clinton and high value Democrats and people way up in Hollywood are like eating the essence of baby, or killing babies to extract their stem cells so they can inject them into themselves and stay young or whatever. There's just some really whacked out people, and they don't seem to be on the left. They don't seem to be on the left side of things in our country, the liberal Democrat side. They are straight up on the far right wing fringes of lunacy. And it just continues to floor me that they would still be holding on to that with both hands, just like white knuckle grip. I'm never giving it up. And holding on to Trump after all we know to be true and factual. I mean, the dude was literally found liable, which is the equivalent of guilty in a civil court, of sexually molesting someone, okay, and had to pay her money. Fox News was found liable of lying about the 2020 election, and they had to pay the largest settlement ever in the history of settlements to Dominion voting machines for lying about the election being fraudulent. I mean, these are facts. And if you are that fucking mentally ill that you're holding on with both hands, well, never letting go of Trump, he's my guy, then you need mental help. You need to see a clinician and maybe take medication. You're definitely a red flag. I don't think you should own any firearms. And you need to get some help, man. I mean, we're not going to be able to put you in a mental hospital because Reagan, you know, canceled all the funding for that way back in the 80s. So there's crazy people walking the streets. And apparently you guys are some of them. Anyway, no clues today, just a rant, but I'll still say it. There's your clues.